And to the line is Ellen Hines. She has 4 points. She's 0 for 2 from the line. 1-1. Up. Didn't get it. We have a lane violation on the free throw. She'll shoot 1-1 again.
Painful time for Laura Lackner to come into the lane too early. She must feel terrible about that.
Ellen Hines, a senior, averages 5 points a game. She had 8 points yesterday. Shot up. No good. Rebound is pulled out of there by Linda Hill and Chisholm. Oh boy, they threw it away. That was a big play. Let's keep that in mind.
Remember that one.
We're under a minute. 39-36 Henderson. Helen Hines is fouled by Judy McDonald. Her third foul.
If we can talk about a smart foul, it would have to be that one right there because they're fouling a player who just missed a couple of free throws.
Don't forget, we have 2 more games tonight at 7 o'clock. Rochester, Marshall, and Albany in AA, followed by Spring Lake Park and Edina. Ellen Hines, that time she got it, and she now has 5 points. That's her average.
Real pressure.
She'll never forget this moment, will she? Didn't get it. Look at that rebound. Big basket there by Lisa Walters. 18 points.
That might be the basket that decides the game in favor of Henderson.
They got to get it off quickly. Shot no good by McDonald. 42-36 Henderson. Well, I tell you, what a job of coaching by Ryan Bremer of Henderson. They're down to 30 seconds, and they lead by 6. Hines gets by, and they wisely come back out on top, eating up more time.
I'm surprised we haven't seen the foul as yet.
Back to Ryder out on top. Now they're saying Fowler. Chiquetto, that's Hines. And she is fouled by number 13, Linda Hill.
I think they waited too long, though. They've only got 13 seconds left, and they're down by 6.
Must have eaten up about 20 seconds, Judy.
That's too bad. You know, the coach is on the sidelines, and when you're down there, there's no way you can be heard by your team on the floor. It's so loud.
Ellen Hines, who has spent the better part of the latter section of this quarter at the line. Shot up and good. She'll get another one. And time is all but out for the unbeaten Chisholm Blue Streaks. 7-point lead for Henderson. Boy, they have just done both teams have played a fine game here today. That ought to about do it. There you see it. 10 seconds left. All that is left to be determined now is the final score. Judy McDonald. Henderson on the rebound, and that's it. That is it. Henderson pulling off a 44-36 victory. And there you see the happy bench of the Henderson Tigers out of the Valley Conference. They now go to 25-0. And Chisholm is at 24-1. 24-1.
They'll be back, though. They've got no seniors in that starting lineup.
All right, the winning coach is coming over to our Randy Shaver, and we're going to get set and go down there very shortly. Randy, are you ready? Come on in.
Okay, Tom, I'm with Ryan Bremer. Congratulations, Coach. A big win for you.
Yeah, very big. Our girls worked very hard, and we stayed with our game plan, what we wanted to do, and it worked very well for us.
What was your game plan defensively against a team like Chisholm?
Defensively, we came out in our man-to-man. We didn't know how they'd react to it, if we'd have to switch to a zone, but we played good, tough man-to-man, and we tried to shut off everybody else and let McDonald, just get what she was going to get, and it worked very well.
All right, Coach. Tomorrow you got Lake City. Your thoughts on that?
They're a big team. We've seen them play a couple times now, big inside, and we can match up with them in there. It should be a good contest. Both teams pretty well matched.
It will be a good one. Thanks a lot, Ryan. Ryan Bremer, head coach. And a big win this afternoon. Tom, back up to you.
You know, Judy, as I'm looking at the map here, we have 2 southern Minnesota teams going to be battling it out for the Class A championship, and that is the into the game. The final score. What a game here today. Henderson 44 and Chisholm 36. Pieper had a couple of points, and Lisa Walters had 18 for Chisholm. The big story for them was Judy McDonald. She finished with 24 points. Hill had 4, Powers had 2, Zanuck had 2, and Lackner had a total of 4. But Judy, I think you hit the nail on the head. They just simply forced Chisholm to play their game.
Yes, Chisholm has been used to running and gunning all season, and really you have to do that if you're going to average 80 points per game. And Henderson said, we're going to play our style, and you're going to have to hang in there with us. And Chisholm wasn't able to turn them away from that.
Let's go down to the floor now and get the thoughts of Randy Shaver and Jeff Passold on this game.
All right, thanks a lot, Tom. I thought this game was very exciting. When I think what happened to Chisholm was that they're just not used to being in a tight game, and they had some problems down the stretch.
There's no doubt about that. Also, McDonald couldn't carry the load for him the whole way. You knew sooner or later she was going to turn cold, and she did, and they just kind of fell apart. But a good season for them nonetheless.
You bet. And of course, tonight we've got some great matchups.
Yeah, some teams we saw play last night. Rochester, John Marshall undefeated. They'll be going up against Albany, and Spring Lake Park taking on Edina. Looking forward to both of those ball games.
All right, that's coming up tonight. Back up to you, Tom.
It is going to set up an interesting matchup, I think. Lake City and Henderson, 2 very well-coached ball clubs, and we'll see them tomorrow at 3 o'clock here at the Met. This is the 1983 Minnesota State High School Girls Basketball Tournament. Game, but it